We're gonna start.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Levittown Public Library Stretch Fusion class on Thursday, October 17th, 2024. Take it away, Deborah.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our class today. So as a reminder, honor your body, do whatever is safe for you. Safety always is number one. If something hurts, don't do it. Otherwise, have fun, enjoy the class, and let's get moving. All right, so we're gonna start in a standing position. My feet are about hip distance apart. We're just gonna take it side to side a little bit, lifting up your right heel and then just side to side. We're gonna be adding arm movements to that. And I will clue you in when we get there. So just taking it side to side. You're gonna be taking your right hand when I tell you to and moving it to the left. So take that right hand, reach to the left, and now reach to the right, like you're pushing something away from you. And soon we will be reaching up towards the ceiling. So here we go, reach up as high as is safe for you. Remember your own range of motion. If something hurts, don't do it, or don't go too far with your movements or stretches. We're going to be reaching to cross center again. So here we go, reach and just push it away. Just gently moving. Now you're just going to drop your hands, continue side to side. We're going to be rolling back our shoulders. As you go right, it's the left shoulder. As you go left, it's the right shoulder. So let's start now with that left shoulder up and around. And just keep going. We're going to be adding elbows to this. Then we're going to be adding a full arm to it. If a move is not good for you, do the one that is good for you. So we're going to be taking it with our elbow up and around, like that good morning stretch. Feeling the shoulder blades squeeze. We are going to take that now to a full arm if that works for you. Up and around. And again, only do movements within your own range of motion. And if you want to stop going side to side, stop going side to side. You don't have to. We are going to take it now back to the elbows. So bring the elbow up and around. And now just take it back to your shoulders, up and around. Now drop the shoulders, just continue side to side for 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of a slow march. We're gonna be pumping the arms. At any point as we march, whether you march and your feet are just coming up a little bit, or you're able to come full range with it, is up to you, your safety, but we are going super slow, working a little bit on our balance that way too. So here we go, pumping the arms, lifting the knees super slow, bringing it up for 1. We're going to count to 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. Fold your arms. Bring it up for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4. Fingers face up for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4. Drop your elbows. Take them down for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4. Add a little twist for 1 and 2. Only if it's safe for you. Here's 3 and 4. Back to center. No twist for 1, 2, 3, and 4. Fingers stay up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Fold the arms for 1, 2, 3, 4. Fingers down. Pump for 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. We're going to do a little bit of a breathing drill. I know we all know how to breathe. We've been breathing since we were born, but I want you to do some specific breathing. As we get older, we tend to breathe more shallow, and we don't fill up the lungs and the diaphragm with air. So we're going to bring our palms facing forward, We're gonna take a nice deep inhale as the hands go up, exhale as they come down. So slowly inhale up. Turn the palms away, exhale down. Control it as you're coming down. One more time like that, inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Now just breathe normally. Now I'm gonna ask you to think about directing your breath. You're gonna make two little brackets with your fingers and you're gonna place them just at the rib cage or just the flat hand. I want you to breathe into your hands, which means I want you to feel the ribs expanding sideways. So picture the breath coming in like you're filling a balloon, but that you're filling a balloon sideways. So take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, feel the hands come closer together. Inhale, let them expand. Exhale, let them come close together. One last time, inhale, expand. And exhale, and release. And breathe normally. Don't worry about how you're breathing now. Now, there's something to stress relief and breathing. And I know we always hear people say, take a deep breath. It really does work. It really does help you. So if you find yourself in a little bit overwhelmed or in a stressful situation, just stop and take a nice deep breath. Whether you bring your arms up and down, totally up to you, but take a couple of deep breaths and it really does help. All right, so we're gonna circle our arms around. We wanna get blood and circulation to the shoulders. If you have shoulder issues, keep them smaller. If you don't have any issues, go to what your range of motion is. Slowly come forward, all the way up, reach as far as you can and around. And bring them around for two. We're gonna go 8 in each direction. If 8 is too many for you, do less. Bring them around for 3. This is to make you feel good, not make you feel bad. And up and around for 4. And bring it for 5. And 6. Gently squeezing your shoulder blades on the way down. Bring them around for 7. Last one, and around for 8. And we are going to reverse the direction. Take it back, up and around for 2. Maybe when you went back the other direction, it was fine, but maybe this direction's not good or vice versa. So you adjust accordingly. And bringing it around for number 5 and 6. And here's 7. One more and 8 and bringing it around. All right. We are going to do some movements, hugging ourselves, hugging our shoulders, but we're going to alternate the move. So we'll start with the right arm higher than the left, reaching for your opposite shoulders, and you're just going to swing the arms like you're flowing. So right arm higher than the left, give yourself a hug, and then release. And hug for 2. We're going to count to 8, alternating which arm is on top. That's 3 and 4. And here's 5, and release, and 6, 2 more, here's 7, last one, and 8. And now from here, we're just gonna do what I call floppy arms. So you're just gonna pretend you're a rag doll, and you're gonna be flopping to the right and flopping to the left. So here we go, just taking it for 1, and switch, and 2. So we're gonna count to 8, and 3, and don't overdo it, and 4, mindful of your range of motion. Here's 5, and bring it, and 6, 2 more counts. Here's 7, last count, and 8, and bringing it forward. All right, so we're going to warm up our hips and our spine a little bit. Again, be mindful if you have spine issues. We're just going to be circling the hips around, so kind of leaning forward and around to the right 8 times and 8 to the left, and circle for 2. Again, don't do anything that doesn't feel good. Here's 3 and 4, around for 5 and 6. Here's 7, one more in this direction, and 8. And now reverse your direction. Take it around for 1 and 2. Here's 3 and 4. Here's 5 and 6, last 2, here's 7, and 8. So we're gonna do something with a little bit of shifting. Your goal or your mission is to keep your hips steady as you slide your body to the left and then to the right. So don't overdo it, and if you've never moved in that direction before, keep it small and slow till making sure that it feels okay for your body. Arms up is optional, you can leave them wherever is good for you. So shift or slide your body to the left and then to the right. Try not to move your hips or legs. And 2, and bring it, we're going for 5. Here's 3, and other direction, and 4, and switch, 1 more in each direction. Here's 5, and switch, and bringing the arms down. All right, good job. We are going to warm up the spine. So I'm trying to warm up all the different areas of the body that maybe we don't typically move in our everyday lives. So you're going to be, I'm turning sideways so that you can see, you're going to tuck your hips and then slightly arch. Tuck the hips, pelvic tilt, and then feel them reverse. Taking it for 3, and reverse, 2 more, and 4, and reverse. Last one, here's 5, and reverse. So we're gonna do something similar. It's borrowed from yoga, doing a cat-cow. You have a few options of how to go about doing it. You can keep your hands on the back of your chair and be like this, and then just tuck, and then come up. If you want to get a lower down, you can reach for the chair. Same thing, with that little bit of pushing the back away and coming up, or hands on the thigh. So there's a number of ways you can do it. If you're not used to this, I would put your hands on the back of the chair. You don't have to make too big a motion. So you're starting out with your back fairly flat. And now you're going to tuck your hips and tuck your chin. Look down between your feet, pushing the back away, rounding the back, feeling a little bit of a stretch in that lower spine. And now chest proud. So think chest up, tail up. And now tuck and curl. And again, chest up, tail up. We're going to go for 5. If that's too many for you, don't do 5. And tuck and curl. And bring it up. 2 more with a little bit of a tuck and a curl. And chest up. Last one with a tuck and a curl. And chest up. And now just slowly roll yourself all the way back up. All right, so we're warming different areas of the spine. We are going to do a little bit of a hip release, followed by a hip circle. So be mindful if you have hip issues that you don't overdo it, you don't go too far, or you don't do anything that your healthcare provider has told you not to do. So I'm lightly putting my foot or my toes on the floor, the right leg, and you're just going to move from your hip, bringing that leg out and knee in, like you're crushing a bug. And 2, poor bug, I know, and other side, and 3, and 4, going for 8, here's 5, and 6, here's 7, 1 more, and 8. So now the same leg, if you can, you're going to bring that right leg slightly over to the left and make little circles, whether your circles are an inch or whether your circles are huge, totally up to you. If 8's too many, do less. So here we go, that right leg coming to the left and around for 1, and 2, and 3. You can keep them super small, and 4. You can do every other one. Here's 5, and 6, 2 more. Here's 7, and 8. And now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So again, if it's too much, do less. Come up and around for 1, and 2. Here's 3, and 4. 4 more. Here's 5, and 6. I know this is hard work. Here's 7, and 8. All right, good job. Our legs, the thigh has the biggest bones, a lot of muscles there. So the leg itself is heavy to pick up and move. So you're getting a workout there as well. All right, so let's go to the other side, starting with our little bit crush-a-bug. I think I'll name that crush-a-bug and you'll know what we mean next time. So here we go, just slightly bringing that knee in and all from the hip. 2 and 3. Here's 4, 5, 6. You're trying not to move your hips. 7, just that leg. And 8. All right, so now taking that left leg, come over to the right and bring it up and around, as small or big as you want to. And 2, 3, 4. Here's 5, 6, 2 more. Here's 7 and 8. All right, so other direction. Bring it around for 1 and 2. You're also working your stomach muscles, and 3, and your core. Here's 4 and 5, 6, last 2. Here's 7 and 8. All right, shake it out. All right, good job with that. Moving the body, getting that body going. There's several different types of stretches. And what we're doing now are called dynamic stretches. We're moving, we're flowing with it. The static stretches are the ones that you get into a position and you hold them. We'll be doing a little of that a little bit later. So we're gonna do a move, what I call the mermaid. It's a little bit of working your side bend, sideways motion. So you're just kind of bringing your fingertips together. We're gonna come up over the head. If that's too much for you, then don't go all the way up. So bringing the arms up overhead, like you're circling your head in the middle of a picture frame. Take it over to your right, side bend. Now let the right arm drop down and reach through. Let it slowly come up. Now the body comes up and lower the arms down. Good, same thing now to the other side. Come all the way up. Taking it over to your left. Let the left arm reach through. Bring it back. The body comes up and take it down. We're gonna do 2 more sets. So come all the way up, over to the right. Let that right arm flow through. Come all the way back, all the way up and down. And now come all the way up, over to your left. Reach it through and up and to the center and down. 1 more each side. So bring it up, reach it over and through and bring it up and lower the arms down. Last one. So come up, taking it over, reaching it through and up and body comes down. So we're going to work a little bit on our balance. I always include balance in all of my classes. As we age, we lose our sense of balance, and it's something we actually have to practice every day. Some tips for getting balance into your daily routine. Brushing your teeth, maybe put 1 foot lightly on the floor as you're brushing. Even switch arms, it's good for your coordination. Washing dishes, maybe bringing that leg up, make sure you're not washing anything that can break in case you kind of it. Supermarket, I stand in front of my wagon at the checkout counter and waiting for my turn, and I'll bring my leg up and I know that the wagon is there. So think of other ways that you can incorporate balance every day. Make it part of your routine. Like you get up, you brush your teeth, you practice your balance, you take your shower and do whatever you have to do the rest of the day. It's so important for us. It will help prevent falls. I'm sorry?
How long would you recommend trying to hold?
Work your way up. So the way to do it would be to start with counting to 5. Seeing if you can go to 7, go to 9, whatever the number is, just improve it. All right, so we are going to start with our little bit of a balance, and you're going to place all the weight on your left leg. You're going to be lifting your right knee to a count of 4. We're going to hold it for a count of 6 and then lower it for 4. So we're actually holding it for quite a bit of seconds there. So slowly lift that right knee up. So bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. We're gonna do that 2 more times. So bring your knee up, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. One more time, knee up, 2, 3, 4, and hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, take it down, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we're going to now take the leg that you've been lifting, that right foot, put it in front of the left, heel to toe, leave a slight gap between your front foot and back foot so that you don't catch one foot on the other. Gently shift your weight forward, not too far, but just enough to slightly lift your back heel a tiny bit up. Think of a rocking horse. Now just gently rock back, lift the front toes up. And again, rock forward and lift the back heel up. Rock back, front toes up. 2 more times, rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, front toes up. 1 more time, rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, front toes up, and now both feet are flat on the floor. So as you're starting out, if you feel this is a little bit difficult, instead of keeping your feet like on a tightrope, slide one slightly away. It gives you a little more stability while you're working on that. And then when that gets super easy, bring your feet a little closer and closer until you're in line. So that's one way to work up to practicing your balance. Take a different move every day or one of the move of the week. All right, so we're going to still continue with this. You're going to be rocking forward and actually not rocking forward. Keep your both feet on the floor. You're going to pick up one and put it back behind you and then bring it in front. And again, 3 more times, bring it behind. So we're practicing different types of movement and in front. 2 more, bring it behind and front. 1 more behind and in front. And now we're gonna tap 6 times. I call it tapping the clock. Think of where the placement of the numbers are on a clock. Tapping it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now come back for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So one more that we're adding on, it's a little bit more difficult. When you rock back, instead of just lifting your toes up, if you can, bring your knee up, whether it's up an inch or whether it's all the way up. So you're going to be rocking with a knee lift. So do the best you can, or just rock forward and back. Don't even worry about it. So gently rock forward, back heel comes up. Rock back, knee up if you can. Rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, knee up. 2 more times, rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, knee up. Last one. Rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, knee up. And parallel. All right, so the good news is we're done, but the bad news is we do have another leg. You may have also felt the muscles in your calf getting a workout, because they were. As your body's kind of trying to balance itself, those little muscles are moving to try to keep you stable. So they're working very hard to keep you balanced so that you don't fall. And the stronger your muscles get, the better you are at balance as well, because now they don't get fatigued and you won't fall over. All right, so let's start with lifting that knee up safely. Up 4, up, hold 6, down 4. So bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down, 2, 3, and 4. And again, bring it up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down, 2, 3, and 4. Just one more time. Come up, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take it down, 2, 3, and 4. Good job. All right, so now take that leg, the left leg that we've been lifting, put it in front on your tightrope. And again, if you find that difficult, then skew your feet a little bit to give you more support and work your way up to it. So here we go, just gently rock forward, shift your weight forward, your back heel comes up. And now shift back a little bit, front toes come up. Think of a rocking motion like we did before. Rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, front toes up. 2 more times, rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, front toes up. 1 more, rock forward, back heel up. Rock back, front toes up. And now both feet flat on the floor, still on your tightrope. And now carefully pick up your front foot and put it behind. And bring it in front. And again, bring that leg behind. And in front, 2 more times. Come behind. And front. 1 more, bring it behind. And in front. And as this gets super easy, you can make your arc bigger as you're coming back to throw off your balance a little bit more. Because once you've mastered it, you want to keep challenging yourself. So now let's tap our clock. Again, think of the placement of numbers on a clock, taking it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come back from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And even that, as you're coming and tapping the clock, you can make your loops a little bit bigger to throw off your balance and challenge yourself once it gets too easy. All right, so let's do our last balance challenge by lifting that knee up carefully. So again, shift your weight forward with the back heel up. Now as you lean back a little bit, lift your knee up. And take it down, back heel up. Rock back, knee up. And 2 more times, rock forward. Rock back, knee up. 1 more, rock forward. Rock back, knee up. And bring your foot down. All right, good job with that. I know we spent a lot of time with that, but it is super important. I may even bring, for those of you who may want to practice at home, I know you walk out of here and you say, what did she do? What kind of things that we did? I've written out some of the balance exercises and exercises that I do that I can come at, bring in as a handout. If people feel that would be helpful, you can do that. Okay, so let's take it into a little bit of coordination. So we're still working on our balance, but with the coordination, we are working on our arms and legs. And I know we've done these before, but they still are pretty important. So you're going to take your right leg slightly out to the side, bringing your arms in that little hug a tree position I call. You're going to be lifting the right leg as that left arm comes out to the side. So if you need a little more, you can always hold on to the chair if you need to. So here we go. It's that right leg, left arm to start us off for 8. So slowly bring it up for 1, taking it down, and 2, good, slow and controlled, and 3, and 4. Modify, adjust any way you need to. Here's 5, and 6, here's 7, and 8. Good, taking it with the other arm, other leg, and ready. Here we go, bringing it for 1, and 2, here's 3, and 4, here's 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so we are going to alternate that. So your goal to try to overcome is to not have your body go side to side. If you can help it, I know I'm exaggerating, but try to keep your body as still as possible as a challenge. Do your own pace. So right leg, left arm starts us off, taking it out for 1, other side. Here's 2, and 3. Here's 4, and 5. Good job. Here's 6, and 7. 1 more, and 8, and bringing it down. All right, great job with that. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a pressing back with a heel lift, and then reaching forward with a little bit of a semi squat. So we're going to do 8 pressing back with the heel lift first, 8 of these, and then we're going to put the 2 together. So as you press back and lift your heel, inhale. So inhale, press back, heels up, exhale, come down. And press and inhale for 2, and exhale down, up for 3, and down, and 4 more like this. Here's 5, and 6, 2 more, here's 7, 1 more, and 8. Good, now we're gonna take it forward. I'll turn sideways so that you can see. You don't want your knees to come down like this, because you're putting a lot of pressure on the knees. It's more sticking your backside out in this position, so that you're not putting any pressure on the knees. So here we go, as we sit back, inhale. Exhale, come up nice and tall, like a string is pulling your head to the ceiling. And inhale. Exhale, come up. Inhale for 3. And exhale up. And inhale for 4. And up, 4 more to go, taking it for 5. And bring it back. And 6. Exhale back, 2 more. Inhale. And exhale, here's our last one, and inhale, and bring it back up. So we're gonna take it together. We're gonna go for 5 of them. And as you inhale, you're gonna lift, exhale, coming forward. So we're putting those 2 movements together. So inhale, press and lift. Exhale, reach and down. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, take it down. We're going for 3 more. Inhale, up. Exhale down, 2 more, inhale up, exhale down, 1 more, inhale up, and exhale down, and bring your body up. All right, so we are going to do one final thing standing. I'm turning my chair so again you can see. We want to stretch out the hip and the front of the thigh. And one easier way to do it is in this standing position. I'm gonna bring my right leg back, my left leg is front. Just moving your leg in this position, you may feel a little bit of a tug at the hip. Again, be mindful if you have hip issues, what you're able to or not, or you shouldn't be doing. Now in this position, I'm not leaning back, feeling anything in my lower back. But I am gently pushing my hip forward. You almost can't even see that movement. I'm slightly pushing my hip forward, feeling a little bit of a stretch deep in here and a little bit of a stretch into the front of the thigh. If you don't have knee problems or issues and you've done these before, I'm just going to gently lower my back knee a tiny bit, still pushing my hip forward. If that doesn't feel right, come in a straighter position. And we're just going to hold that position. We're stretching out the hip flexors and the front muscles in the front, the quadricep muscles, and just holding that position. Ideally, we should be holding our stretches, the static stretches that we are intending to hold for a while. We should be holding them 30 to 60 seconds. And now I'm just going to slowly straighten out my legs. I'm going to lower my heel as close to the floor as I can. Now I'm feeling that stretch in my calf. Because remember, when we were doing our balance training, we were working those muscles, we're stretching them out. And now I'm just gonna fold my body in half at the hips, but I'm keeping from my head to my back flat. So I'm just kind of leaning forward, feeling the stretch now deepen in the back of my front leg. And holding that position. You don't have to go too low if something doesn't feel right for you. Listen to your body. Come out of the position and just get into a safe position for yourself. And now I'm just slowly bringing myself back up. I'm going to switch the position of my leg. So bring that right leg forward, the left leg back, or opposite if you weren't doing that to begin with. And now gently push your back hip, that left hip forward a tiny bit. Don't feel it in the lower back. Holding that position, feeling that stretch. And if you were able to slightly bend your knees and feel a better stretch on the other leg, then do it on this leg. If that didn't work for you, then you don't have to do that. Holding that position. And then straightening out your legs, lowering that back heel towards the floor, getting a stretch in that calf, holding that position. And now folding your body in half at the hips. It's called hinging at the hips. As I just lean forward, my head is in line with my body. And I'm feeling a little bit of a stretch in the back of my front leg. And slowly coming back up. And we're going to have a seat. You'll have to give me some feedback and let me know. In some of my libraries, they want to start standing, then we sit, then we stand, then we sit. And some of my other libraries have said to me, I don't want to sit and stand and sit and stand. Do all the standing first, do all the sitting. So you guys let me know, give me the feedback if that amount of standing is too much. Or, let me know at some point how you feel about that. All right, so we are going to take it into a little bit of a shoulder press side bend. Again, stretching out. We did something similar with our mermaid, but we're gonna do it slightly different. So your arms are being in a shoulder press position. It looks like a goal post. My head's the ball that went through the pole. All right, and you're just gonna slowly bring both arms up. Bend to your right, let the right arm drop down, let the left arm reach to the sky. Slowly bring yourself back up. Lower both elbows. And now come all the way up. Reach to the left, let that left arm drop down towards the floor, the right arm up towards the ceiling. Slowly come back up. And drop the elbows. We're just gonna do a couple more on each side. So reach all the way up. Take it to the right. Imagine somebody's pulling the left hand up and the right hand down. Get that nice stretch, come back up. Drop the elbows. Now taking it to the other side, reach up and over, reach to the floor, reach to the ceiling. Slowly bring yourself back up and down. One more each side. So come all the way up, taking it over. Arms in opposition, one reaches up, one reaches down, come all the way back up and bring both arms down. And here comes our last one, reach it up, taking it all the way over, reaching towards the floor, bringing yourself all the way up and bringing the arms down. And we're going to take it into a little bit of a shoulder fly. So I'm mixing some body strength exercises with our stretches. So we have a 90-degree angle. We're going to be coming up like this. When you come up, don't let the hands come into here because we're not just flapping our wings here. So you're going to lift the elbows up, press them back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring them forward to where you were, then lower the elbows down. And again, lift the elbows up, draw them back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, bring them forward and down. We're going to do two more. And on that last one, we're going to hold that back position. So bring the elbows up, take it back, squeeze the shoulder blades, open up the chest, bring them forward, lower down. And here's our last one. So come up, bring them back, open up the chest, hold that position, but make sure you're not straining your neck, relax the neck. From here, I'm going to have you just lower your hands with the palms facing forward, reaching back even more, opening up the chest. And again, only to the level that feels okay for you. And then relax. Now we did that floppy arms alternating when we were doing this, kind of in a fast motion. We're going to take that into a slower hold of the stretches, making those more dynamic stretches into some static stretches. So the palms face forward. We're going to take it into a nice deep inhale up. Turn the palms away. Exhale as you reach down and back. Breathe normally now. Don't hold your breath. Now let the arms float forward. The right arm is higher than the left. Reach for your opposite shoulders and hold that position. It's a little bit of a more gentle shoulder stretch. And if you can, just slowly drop your chin down a little bit. Lift the elbows up a little bit. Holding that position. And then lowering the elbows, lifting the chin, Releasing the arms, reach down and back again, open up the chest. And now float the arms forward. This time the left arm is higher than the right. Reach for your opposite shoulders again. Hold that position. Drop your chin a little bit. Lift the elbows a little bit. And if the dropping of the chin or the elbows is a problem, then you don't have to do that. And now lower the elbows, lift the chin, relax the arms. So as a gentle shoulder stretch, we're gonna take it into a little bit deeper shoulder stretch. So again, be mindful of your shoulders. So you're gonna take that right arm out to the side. Come to the center, the left hand is palm up. Reach for the forearm, guide that straight arm across your body. Now for an even deeper stretch, you can take that right arm and slide it to the center of the left and let that left arm grab the right. So it's a little bit of a deeper stretch. If this is not good for you, go back to just the forearm on the arm and not this. This is a little bit deeper. And then just hold that position. And now you're just gonna reach that right arm out front. Left hand helps it up just as high as you can. Bending at the elbow. We're stretching the back of the arm. If you're able to push that arm up more, do so. Otherwise, leave it where it's comfortable for you. And an even deeper stretch, if your body allows, is bringing that arm up, holding that position. If that doesn't feel good, go back to the prior stretch. And now you can take it into a little bit of a side bend to your left, making that stretch a little bit deeper. And bringing yourself back up and lowering the arm down. So now we're gonna take that onto the other sides, just so that the body is even. So take that left arm out to the side. Slowly come to the center as you turn your right palm up. Reach for the forearm and guide that straight arm across your chest. You can stay here if this works for you. If you want that deeper stretch, now slide that left arm to the center of the right arm. Let the right arm just grab that left forearm. If that's too much for you, like you on the other side, then go back to that prior stretch. You never want to hold a stretch if it's too much or if it feels like mild tension is good, deeper tension is not. And now just reaching that left arm forward, let the right arm help it up. Bend at the elbow, feeling the stretch in the back of the arm. And if you can, slightly pushing from the front. And if your body allows, you can take that arm up and over and take it over to the side. If you're struggling to get into this position, then just stay with the arm here. And slowly bringing yourself all the way back up, bringing the arm down. So we're gonna stretch out a little bit of the forearms and our wrists. First a gentle stretch and then a deeper stretch. The palms face forward again. Take a nice deep inhale, the palms touch overhead, prayer hands. Exhale, bring the hands, excuse me, in the center of the chest. Now breathe normally, don't hold your breath. Slowly rotate your fingertips forward towards me. And now bring the fingertips up and over towards yourself. It's a more awkward position. So be mindful, don't force it. If it doesn't feel right, you can stay with the fingers up towards the sky. And just holding that position, make sure your neck is relaxed, don't tense anything. Now rotate your fingertips back up towards the ceiling. Interlace your fingers. Flip your palms towards me. Slowly reach out, stretching out your hands a little bit. So great stretch, especially if you do intricate work with your hands, whether it's doing needlework or whether wood shop or whatever you do, it's a good stress reliever. And then just release the hands. We're gonna take it into now another level of intensity for the wrists and the forearms and the hands. So take your right hand like you're saying stop. The left fingers gently pull the right back. You should feel that in the hands, into the fingers, in the underside of the forearm. And for a yet deeper stretch, flip the palm up and bring the fingers down. If that's too much for you, go back with the fingers up like that. So I like layering stretches in level of intensity. You can always go back to the less intense stretch. You don't want to stress out your body. And now you can just release that hand. Let the hand just flop over. Very, very gentle pressure on the back of the hand as a counter stretch. And release that hand. So now let's do the same thing on the other side. Now your left hand is saying stop. Right fingers gently pull the left fingers back, feeling that initial stretch. If that isn't enough for you, then flip the palm up, bring the fingers down. You always have the option to stay where you are. And then releasing that hand for the counter stretch. Let the hand just flop over, gentle pressure, very gentle pressure on the back of the hand. And releasing that hand. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of some torso and lower body stretches. We're gonna bring our arms out to the side. If that bothers you, you can lower them down. We're gonna gently twist all the way to the right. Don't force anything. And just gently come around and twist to the left. One more each side, twisting over to the right. And over to the left. And taking it back to the center. We're gonna do some knee hug ins. We're gonna hug in 5 times. Now, whether you just reach for the back of your thigh and hug it in like that, or whether you're able to bring your whole knee in, again, is up to you, up to your body, what is safe for you. So we're gonna do 5 on each leg. So bringing the palms facing forward. Bring that right knee in, hug it in, either under the thigh or reach for the shin, and release. Hug it in for 2. And release. Bring it up for 3. And release. Just 2 more. In for 4. And release 1 more. Here's 5. And release. Taking it to the other knee. So slowly bring it in for 1. And release. 2. And release. 3 more coming up. Here's 3. And release. 2 more. Here's 4. And release. 1 more. Last one. Here's 5. And release. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a wide leg position. Be mindful if opening up the thighs or the hips too much for you. You can certainly keep those legs more narrow. Bringing the arms back into our T position, letter T. And you're just gonna lean to the right, resting that right forearm on the right thigh, looking up towards the ceiling. And slowly come back up, back to that letter T, taking it to the other side, reaching up. Getting a little bit of a side stretch, slowly coming back up. We're gonna take it over again to the right, but we're gonna hold it there a little bit longer, so reaching up. If you're able to lower that right hand sort of towards the floor, then do so if you can do so safely. Behind the leg is a little bit easier, in front of the leg is a little bit more difficult, or just keep that arm resting on your thigh, that works too. Slowly bring your body back up and take it over to the other side. Holding that position, lowering the left arm if that works for you. And slowly bringing yourself back up, bringing the arms down. So when we were doing our knee hug-ins, I borrowed a little bit from a move in Pilates called single leg stretch. While we're doing this side stretch, I borrowed a little bit from yoga, taking a take on a yoga warrior. So a lot of those moves are very good for the body, good for stretching. We are gonna take it into, the back of the leg stretch. We did it a little bit while we were standing. But you're gonna bring your right foot out, heel down on the floor, the toe up towards the ceiling, the leg is straight. Try not to put any weight or pressure on that extended knee. And also be mindful of the chair, that you're secure on the chair. If you feel a little wobbly, don't come down too far. So we're gonna take that right hand, either reaching for the toes, if that works for you, or just keeping your body with the hand on the thigh near the hip, but not the knee. You can even take it down farther if you are secure enough to reach down towards the floor. And if you are pretty far down, don't use your lower back to come up. Take that left hand on the left thigh, push into the thigh as you use your arm and leg to help your body come up, not your lower back. We're gonna do our figure 4 stretch. We've done those a lot. They're great for that outer hip and glute area. Either crossing your right ankle in front of the left ankle, or bringing the right ankle on top of that left thigh. So if your body allows that, hold that position. You're getting a great stretch here just being in this position. But if something hurts or doesn't feel right, then get out of the position. I'm putting a little bit of gentle pressure on the inner thigh, and then I'm slightly leaning forward. And if that doesn't feel good for you, come more upright and adjust your position. And slowly bringing yourself up. I'm gonna take my left hand in the center of my right thigh. I'm gonna use that leg for leverage as I push against it to slightly twist. Looking all the way over to the right with a little bit of a torso spine twist. And coming back to the center, I'm gonna slowly rotate the ankle 3 times, big and slow, up and around for 1. You know, my ankle's cracking, and 2, and 3. As long as it doesn't hurt, it's fine. And reverse the direction, up and around for 1, and 2, and 3. And now just carefully release that leg. So everything we just did on that one leg, we're going to do on the other, starting with extending that left leg out with the heel down on the floor and the toes up towards the sky. Slowly bending forward, being mindful of the chair, reaching as far as you can reach for the toes or the floor. Make sure you don't feel anything crazy in your lower back. You want to always protect that. And if you are concerned about the way you come up, you can take your right hand in the center of the right thigh and use your hands, use your arm to bring your body up, not your lower back. So now we want to take that left leg into our figure 4 stretch. Again, by either placing the ankle to the ankle, you can still get a little bit of a stretch there in that position, or bringing the ankle up on top if your body allows that safely. Gentle pressure in that inner thigh. My legs are very flexible, so I need a little bit more pressure, but if you feel anything that's too much, then you don't even need your hand on the thigh. If your hips are very tight, you're getting enough of a stretch just being in this position. I'm just gently leaning forward a little bit, feeling that stretch deepen in my outer hip area.
So you raise my heel on the floor, so let's stretch a little bit more.
I'm sorry?
If I raise this heel on the floor a little bit, will that help the stretch?
It is actually deepening it a little bit because it's lengthening the muscles. Yeah, so if you lift your heel up, you can do, if that's easier, absolutely, absolutely. And now you're slowly gonna bring yourself up. Now taking the right hand in the center of that left thigh. Taking it into that little bit of a torso twist. Again, don't force anything. Slowly bringing yourself back to the center. Rotating your ankle as big and slow as you can, all the way around for 1, going for 3. Here's 2 and 3. Now reverse the direction, bringing it around for 1 and 2 and 3, and gently bringing that leg down. So we're going to take it into a little bit of a hip stretch, kind of moving over to that right side of my chair a little bit. I'm going to bring my right leg out to the side, holding that position. And I'm going to bring my right hand up towards the ceiling, taking it into a little bit of a side bend over. And slowly coming back up. I'm gonna hold on with my left hand with the chair. I'm just gonna slide my hand down the leg, not putting any pressure on it, getting that little inner thigh stretch, a little bit of a body stretch here. We're gonna do that same thing again, so come back up, bringing that arm all the way up, reaching over just to what's safe for you. And slowly coming back down. Taking it into that side bend. Again, I'm holding on just for stability. And coming all the way back up. Now a little bit more difficult, I'm bringing my right leg in. I'm going to lower my knee towards the floor. If you feel not secure, you can keep your leg out to the side. But bringing that leg to the floor, pushing my hip forward, like we did when we were standing, you should feel that in that hip area. And releasing. So we're going to take it to the other side. So I'm going to scoot over to that left side of my chair, bringing my leg out. Bringing that left arm all the way up, reaching over, getting that little side bend. Slowly coming back, gently sliding my hand just along my leg, not putting any pressure or weight on it. And again, slowly coming back all the way up and over. And slowly coming back down, and again, reaching over to the side. And bringing myself back up. And now I'm just going to bring that left leg with the knee down towards the floor. Feeling that little bit of a stretch in the hip and the front of the thigh. And if that feels too awkward, just keep your leg out to the side. Don't worry about it. The stretching should feel good. We're not trying to strain anything. And then just relaxing that leg, bringing that leg back. And we're in the center, sitting square in the center of our chair. Keep your chin level, keep the shoulders level. Look all the way over to the right without moving your body. Now slowly look all the way over to the left, again, without moving. Looking straight ahead. Now look to the right again. Drop your chin towards your collarbone. Hold that position, just kind of looking down towards the floor. Lifting the chin up. And now look all the way over that left shoulder. Dropping your chin down towards the collarbone, looking down towards the floor. And lifting that chin up and looking straight ahead. And without leaning or shifting your body, you're just going to lower the right ear to the right shoulder, holding that position. And we'll go all the way over to the other side. And move back to the front. And we are going to end off with our hands facing forward. As we inhale, you're going to be lifting your heels, your hands, and the eyes are going to look up to the ceiling, but you're not going to lift your head up. And we're going to do that twice. So nice deep inhale, hands up, heels up, eyes look up to the ceiling. Turn the palms away. Exhale as you lower the hands, lower the heels, the eyes look down to the floor. One last time, inhale, bring everything up. And exhale, lower everything down. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully you enjoyed the class.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.